Afternoon, everyone. Hit the crossbar a couple of times with last weekend's selections. The likes of Gullah and fifth position very nearly did the job, Gulliver especially. So I was all ready to move on to next weekend and have a look at ante-post. But there's a bit of rain around this week, and quite a few of the horses that I had my eye on have multiple entries. So it's going to be tricky at this stage. But ante-post wise, next week we have just about one of my favourite weeks of the whole racing calendar with the Galway Festival and Glorious Goodwood on. So much to go out throughout the week. Some really good betting aspects to it. I love Galway in terms of the the different race schedules that you have there and all the action there. So lots to look forward to, and I think there are two bets worth having now, actually, in the two centrepiece races over at Galway, in the Galway Plate and the Galway Hurdle. Entries have been confirmed, and it's the trainer who, in the Galway Plate, the trainer who has won 3 out of the last 4 renewals that I think we should side with. He'll be known to many. He's a man called Gordon Elliott, who is a genius jumps trainer, and he has a horse who is priced at 8-1 here called Galvin with Bet365, who many of you know I was quite sweet on for the novice handicap chase on day 1 of the Cheltenham Festival. There, he ran a cracker in second behind Imperial Aura on that occasion. Much better than the bare form, because he got broadsided by a rival at the very first fence and knocked sideways. David Russell had to regather the momentum and managed to keep the partnership intact and ran an absolutely brilliant race, I thought, in second, staying on strongly to the line and only beaten by a very good horse who can make up into perhaps a genuine Gold Cup contender in time. So I think he ran well above average. Handicaps wise, you know, he's still on a mark that he can definitely win off. He'll be pitching himself into graded company, I've no doubt, by the end of the jumps season. And he showed up fit and well by winning at Killarney a couple of weeks ago as well. So Gordon's got a prep race into him. I think Galway will suit him perfectly. And he, as a 6-year-old, he's very lightly raced and potentially could even be strengthening up and getting better. So I think at some stage we'll see Galvin out of handicap company for sure. So with this being such a valuable prize, I think Gordon Elliott will have earmarked it for a long way. And 8-1 looks a price worth taking now with Bet365. And it's Bet365 who have the best price about my Galway Hurdle selection as well, which is Aramon for Willie Mullins, who has won the race 2 times out of the last 4. Of course, he won it with Sharjah, who has gone on to prove himself a genuine Grade 1 hurdler in open company. He won it in 2018 off top weight. Aramon will have to do the same here, but I think he can, because he ran a belter when second in the county hurdle, only beaten by stablemate Saint War, who could potentially be a champion hurdle horse. And Aramon takes Saint War out of that race, and he's a cosy winner. So I think the fact that he's got top weight here off a mark of 155, look, it's stiff enough, but I think he's a real class horse in the race. And the way he won his seasonal reappearance, the Grimes Hurdle at Tipperary last month, suggested that he's in absolutely red-hot form. All things considered, he'll probably come on for that run as well. He looked in great form. Yes, he's off top weight, but it can be done. He's the class horse in the race. And I think he'll be ideally suited to Galway as well. So that's Galvin in the Galway Plate at 8-1 with Bet365, and Aramon in the Galway Hurdle at 10-1 with Bet365. So have a bit each way on both, and perhaps even the each way double on both Galvin and Aramon. Stay tuned for further updates on Galway and Goodwood as we look ahead to one of the best racing weeks of the whole year. Cheers.